Hey, Big John here. I've got the Glock 26. This is one that I recently acquired, and wanted to just kind of share some of my thoughts on the 26 and just some things that I think about it. Some of you guys that saw the Glock 19 video, you know, probably were made aware that that's probably one of my favorite modern pistols. But here's the thing about the 26 though. And you know that I tended to kind of prefer Glocks over most of the modern handguns, automatics. The thing about the 19, as much as I like it, really the 26 does anything that the 19 can do. That's the weird thing about it. I used to not like the 26 as much when I was growing up because it's just natural. If you're not used to it, if you pick up this gun, well, first if you pick up a 19 or a 17 or any big gun, 1911. And then you hold on to this, you're gonna go, what is that? That's horrible. Why would anybody have a gun like that? That just doesn't make sense. Why is that cut off right there? Why isn't that longer? And that's just a natural reaction because it does feel weird the first time you pick it up. But once you get the thing in your hand a lot, and this is true really for any gun this size, this subcompact size they usually call it. Once you get one in your hand and actually shoot it, it actually is pretty surprising. So you know, I'm not trying to sell you the Glock 26, but I am trying to sell you on the subcompact size of pistol, because I think it would surprise you. Some of you guys that aren't familiar with them, and some people may have shot them a lot and you don't like them, it's not for you, you know, that's just opinion. But if you haven't tried them and you've only had your hands on them and you think they feel bad, definitely give it a try. But anyways, back to the 26. It does really anything that the 19 can do, and that's something that I'm kind of warming up to more and more as I go on, just as a shooter. And it really surprises me how good it feels, and a lot of it. And you've heard Dad say this a million times, but I'll say it again because it's true for me also. You know, we both have big hands because we're big people, and the hump on the 19, even the 19, as good as the 19 tends to feel, it still kind of hits me in a weird spot, and especially the 17. But something about the 26, if you can see my hand right there, it's like it perfectly, right? It just fits right there, just perfectly. It's almost like it was made for a hand my size. And of course, that obviously is a personal thing. But if you got big hands, don't necessarily think that you're just going to hate this gun because it has a small grip. It might actually feel better to you than some of the other ones. Okay, let me quit talking about it and shoot it a little bit. Not sure what all that crushed ice down there is about, but I think there might be some bottles there I can shoot. Let's see. Another thing too, of course, as most of you probably know, with the 26, you still put the long magazines in there. So yeah, so if you're going to carry even though it only holds 10 plus 1, your spare mag can easily be a 17 round Glock 17 magazine, or technically a 33 round magazine, but I don't recommend doing that. If you're expecting that much trouble, maybe you need to bring a rifle. Let's see if I can hit something over there. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, I'll try the other tombstone. Start out small. Okay, I did not mean to hit that trigger. That was an accident. Not that I can necessarily show it, but even these little guns are still hit pretty well over there. And again, you know, I like Glocks. I have a bias for Glocks, just like, you know, Dad tends to. But keep in mind that a lot of what I'm saying is true for any subcompact size gun. The XDs, the M&Ps, a lot of them, they all feel a lot better than you would think. They really do. I just tend to prefer Glocks just because they seem, at least to me, to be more streamlined. And there's a lot of great guns out there. But this thing, and also when you come down to actual carry, that's one thing that there's been a lot of, you know, I haven't been carrying as long as Dad, or a lot of people have. Probably been carrying for, I don't know, maybe, I got it pretty soon after I turned 21, and I am 26 now, so about 5 years, something like that. And you know, at first I thought I was going to carry a big gun. I started out with the 19, and I was fine with that. And then I started to realize, this is, you know, it's hard to, you know, unless you're going to dramatically change how you dress, because I usually like to wear t-shirts and jeans and stuff. I don't wear a lot of big stuff, and unless you're going to dramatically change how you dress, it's kind of hard to carry a gun, even that size, without being a little bit sloppy about it. At least for me, it was. So then I went down to, okay, I'm only going to carry maybe just a pocket gun, which it's a big trade-off. Still, you know, having a gun is huge of any kind. But if you're going to carry a more, I would say full size, but more capable firearm, you notice a huge difference between carrying something like this and then something like even the Glock 19, where the grip is a little bit longer. Because it's amazing when you're trying not to print how much difference just like an inch can make. I mean, it makes a huge difference. Again, it depends on how you carry it and how you dress, all that kind of stuff. But if you're really pushing the limits, these little subcompacts, they make a huge difference. And in a nutshell, really, I guess the main point I'm trying to make is just these things are actually as shootable as their full-size counterparts, and you gain a lot with carry. Of course, if you don't carry, then you don't really gain anything with a gun like this. There's no point to it. Hard to make yourself slow down sometimes. Let's see. I'll try to hit the gong with this. Slow, I think. No, last shot. Yeah, these things are just surprisingly shootable. Gotta love the 26 if you like Glocks. Subcompacts are great. This one happens to be a Gen 4. If you want any specifics on the 26, of course, some of you guys may know by now, I don't go into a lot of specifics on the guns in these videos. It's kind of, you know, that's what Hickok 45 is about. That's what we do over there on that channel. This is just kind of for me to give you some of my own personal thoughts about these things. But you know, this one's a Gen 4. I really like the Gen 4 in this size because it's got that, you know, extra added grip, and of course you could put grip tape like Talon grips or any of the other people that make them on there. But I'm really liking the Gen 4, and I like the mag release, and I noticed the advantages of the Gen 4 a little bit more on this size gun. But yep, Glock 26, I think I'll keep it.